Let's jump right into episode 1. This shit better be good. I have a lot writing on it. Opening up on Earth, Japan, we get introduced to Kazuma Sato, a loser shut in neat with no friends, no family, and is allergic to the sun. Whoa, is this show about me? If you're watching this channel, then yes, likely. While he's on his monthly outside excursion, he notices a baddie from his school about to get hit by a truck. In a moment of pure heroism, he shoves her out of the way, but in the process is tragically killed. He wakes up in a void of stars and space, alone in the expanse. A beautiful girl walks up. She opens her mouth to speak, and the intro plays. This intro is, well, it's something. The music is fantastic, an absolute banger, and it has quite the visuals too. It's just a few of those visuals that have me a little concerned. I wish I could show you my exact reaction to the opening of this anime, but I just wasn't recording at the time. So instead, I'll do my best to recreate my thoughts in the moment. Oh, what the hell? Please don't tell me this is one of those animes where everything's super sexualized. Oh, okay, yep, we saw that shot. Holy shit, there it is again. They couldn't wait 2 damn seconds. This girl is the goddess Aqua, and she tells Kazuma the truth about his death. Turns out, Kazuma did not die bravely at the hands of a truck, but instead died of fear while being approached by a tiny red tractor. How you managed to mistake one for the other is beyond me. The guy must only have 2 of the 5 senses, that being smell and virginity. Moving on with this exposition a little faster, Kazuma has multiple different options of where he can go after death, one of which is to be reincarnated into a different world that is currently being ravaged by the Devil King. Kazuma accepts and is allowed to bring one magical item alongside him to help him on his quest. But Aqua is being mean to him, and that really hurt his feelings, so as revenge, he picks her. Okay, nice try, Kazuma, but there's no way that—
Your request has been heard. And fear not, Lady Aqua, for in your absence, I shall tend to your duties.
What the fuck?
You know, that seems like a pretty big oversight from whatever being runs this place. What if people just take all the gods? Skit here. This joke is so funny.
You're coming with me and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll tap your power to live the good life, and I'll tap it all day, every day!
Aqua's pretentious facade drops immediately, and Kazuma's gloating is great. And this was actually a decently funny sex joke. I hate to spoil, but that'll be the last time this happens. Oh, don't worry, there's plenty of sex jokes, but funny ones? Only if you're a frequent flyer. This episode then presents a really interesting dynamic between our 2 main characters. Kazuma and Aqua fucking hate each other. Kazuma thinks Aqua is a useless brat, and Aqua thinks Kazuma is a loser nerd. But the thing is, they're both right. These 2 suck equally. Aqua may have more knowledge in magic and the sorts, but is completely lost when it comes to functioning in society. Kazuma, on the other hand, has played every RPG known to man and thus is surprisingly capable in this new fantasy-esque world. So Aqua, despite hating the guy, is forced to stick by Kazuma's side if she ever wants to return to the God World, with defeating the Devil King the only way she can come back. I don't remember if I mentioned that already. Hey, editing me, go back and re-edit this entire segment. But I mean it when I say they hate each other. From here on out, half their lines are just insulting each other. And personally, that's something I really enjoy. Characters being mean to each other is one of my favorite types of comedy. I don't really know why, there's probably some deep psychological reason for it. Someone do me a favor and figure that out for me. Anyway, the 2 register to become adventurers and reveal something about this show that I don't particularly care for. This world isn't just a fantasy D&D kind of place. It physically works like an RPG. That's right, their lives are like a video game. Kazuma and Aqua get registered and receive literal stat cards. They're told about leveling and experience, and it's fine that they want to do this, I just find it a little odd. I find it hard to understand how and why the world functions like this. Harry Potter didn't have turn-based combat, why should this be any different? The 2 are completely broke and need to work in order to get money, in order to work, in order to get money. There's a montage of them doing just that, and this is a pretty fun sequence. Shower shots are pretty unnecessary though, that was kinda weird. Or maybe it's really awesome depending on the type of person you are. That's me, I'm that type of person, okay? I like how it's all fun, happy training stuff and then it just cuts to Aqua throwing up in an alley. They rent out a stable to sleep in and man, just play the clip.
God damn it!
I have a bad dream.
Oh man. Oh crap.
What's wrong? Do you need to go to the bathroom again? I'll go with you if you're scared of the dark.
I don't know if she's treating Kazuma like a baby or if she herself suffers from nightmares and homophobia, but either way, it's hilarious. And she sounds so sweet here, it's so cute. Calling it now, they're fucking later. In all seriousness though, this ending scene is kinda bad. She's talking to Kazuma and acting all excited about their wholesome little adventure they have. They made her too cute. It's like they changed her personality in this scene. Aqua is a lot of things, but bubbly sidekick is not one of them.
Great! This'll be fun!
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
And isn't she supposed to be like supremely pissed about being here? Kazuma ripped her away from her life of luxury to sleep in a horse stable and do manual labor. I get that there were fun aspects shown in the montage, but I find it hard to believe she'd go from this to this so fast. But, I don't know, maybe I'll just chalk it up to Stockholm Syndrome. But other than those few nitpicks I had, this is a great episode. It sets up the plot well, the main characters and their dynamic are entertaining, and it actually has some really good jokes. I gotta say, when I first watched this episode, I was impressed. This show looks to be a really fun and unique adventure, and I'm really excited to watch more. Let's see if episode 2 can hold up. Kazuma is sad. He wants to be a cool adventurer, but so far has only had the chance to do mundane chores and uncomfortable shower shots. So with reawakened determination, he and Aqua make a plan to go out on an epic quest to kill giant frogs. It goes just as well as you'd think, with Aqua immediately getting eaten. Twice.
Up close like this, you froggies are pretty cute!
They realize that they both just kinda suck ass in general and decide to try to recruit a new member for the party. This is when Megumin steps in. Megumin, what a stupid fucking name, oh shit. Megumin is an ultra-powerful arch-wizard who specializes in explosion magic, one of the most powerful spells an adventurer can learn. Megumin desperately wants to join the group and yearns to show off her power in battle. I really like Megumin here, she seems fun. I do think that there's a slight overlap in her personality with Aqua though. They're kinda both portrayed as pathetic losers with low IQ that hype themselves up. It's not a huge issue as these characters are very distinct, but I thought it was just something worth mentioning. Admittedly, I do love the little main character thing she does with her speeches, and the eye patch bit was really charming. After some convincing, the three go back out to the fields to see Megumin in action. Stepping out into battle, I like how the show presents these two frogs as a monumental challenge despite them being very low-level monsters. There's stakes, but still presents the characters as the huge noobs they are. Aqua immediately gets eaten again, but Megumin begins to perform her patented explosion spell. And let me just say, this sequence is fucking sick. The glowing rings with all the little swirls of light, Megumin's badass delivery of the spell, and the phenomenal music and sound design make this scene so damn cool. This show knows how to blow its budget. And then it ends with this cut to Megumin just face-planted sliding down the hill, lol. I've noticed a lot of great gags in the show so far. Since Explosion is such an epically powerful spell, it immediately drains all of Megumin's energy to the point where she can't even move a muscle. Then she gets eaten. Megumin being the most powerful member of the party, yet having a devastating drawback is a really fun idea. She has to hold off on using her attack until the perfect moment, like she's the group's ult or something. So now, both Megumin and Aqua are out of the battle, and now it's all up to Kazuma to finish the fight. It could have been cool to see him fight the frogs here, but instead we cut to the battle already being over. And I get that the episode can only be so long and the budget stretched so thin, but it's kind of a cop-out, don't you think? They did it earlier in the episode too, you can't have shit here. I really wish I could have seen Kazuma gut those frogs alive. Holy shit, never mind, that sounds bad out loud. After the girls are saved, they take the long walk back to the guild. Kazuma tells Megumin that while the explosion is definitely cool, it's probably better if she sticks to smaller spells most of the time, considering. But Megumin objects. Explosion is the only spell she will ever want to use. When Kazuma learns this, he immediately decides that she's useless and tries to reject her entry to the party. But because Megumin is about half a foot tall on a good day, these civilians think that Kazuma is trying to abandon his child, leading Megumin to use this as blackmail to force Kazuma into letting her join the team. And I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't know they had cancel culture in Skyrim. I really like how much of a loser bunch these characters are. Kazuma disliking both Aqua and Megumin not only allows for plenty of funny moments, but also potential character arcs and growth as the series goes on. Seeing everyone on the team go from bitter enemies who are forced to stay together to genuine friends could be really cool to see. But before the episode ends, something absolutely wild happens. A new character! At the end of the episode, this other girl walks up and offers to join, and holy shit, this might be an interesting character. She looks very intimidating and talks very sternly. This is a huge contrast from the other main characters and can result in tons of great interactions between them.
I'd like to join your party, please!
Fuck. And with that, episode 2 was similarly great to the first. I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see what these 2 new additions have in store for the plot. Enough said, let's move on.